The discipline hack that turned my trading around in 30 days. You know, if there's one thing that kept me struggling in trading for a long time, it wasn't my strategy, it wasn't the charts, it wasn't even the market. It was discipline. I had the knowledge, I had watched all the videos, I had learned all the patterns and concepts. But when it came to actually trading, I always found myself breaking my own rules. Maybe you can relate. You tell yourself you'll only take 2 trades a day, but you end up taking 5. You say you'll stick to your stop loss, but the moment price moves against you, you shift it just a little further. Before you know it, you've blown the account. That was me over and over again. And if you've ever been there, stick with me until the end of this video because what I'm about to share might be the simplest but most powerful shift you'll ever hear. So what changed? What was this hack that completely turned my trading around in just 30 days? I'll tell you, and you'll probably laugh because it sounds too simple, but it's the truth. I made my trading rules so simple that I couldn't break them, and I held myself accountable like my life depended on it. Let me explain. Before, my trading plan looked like a university textbook. I had so many conditions and exceptions that when I sat in front of the chart, I felt overwhelmed. And because it was complicated, it was easy to make excuses. I could always say, well, this trade doesn't exactly fit my rules, but it's close enough. You know how that ends. So here's what I did differently. I wrote down 3 simple rules. Not 10, not 20. Just 3. For example, I decided I would only trade between certain hours, I would only take setups in line with structure, and I would risk only 1% per trade. That was it. Nothing else. The power of those 3 rules wasn't in the rules themselves but in the fact that they were simple enough that I couldn't lie to myself. Either I followed them or I didn't. Quick question for you. If you had to create just 3 rules for your own trading, what would they be? Drop them in the comments, I'd love to read them. But even that wasn't enough. Because let's be honest, discipline is hard when no one is watching. So I added accountability. Every single trade I took, I screenshotted it and I wrote a short note about why I took it. At the end of the week, I reviewed them like a teacher marking homework. When I saw myself breaking a rule, it was right there on the screen. No excuses, no hiding. The more I did this, the more painful it felt to break my own rules. And slowly I started trading less but trading better. Now here's the funny part. After 30 days of doing this, I noticed something crazy. My results weren't just better, they were consistent. Not because I had suddenly become a genius trader, but because I had removed the biggest enemy in trading, which is myself. I stopped chasing every candle. I stopped revenge trading. I stopped feeling that urge to jump in just because I was bored. My trading slowed down and my account started to grow steadily. And I want to be real with you. This wasn't easy. The first week, I broke my own rules multiple times. I'd feel that old habit pulling me back. But because I had that screenshot journal staring me in the face, I couldn't ignore it. By the second week, I was catching myself before making the mistake. By the third week, it felt natural to wait, to be patient. And by the fourth week, I realized I had become a completely different trader. The biggest lesson I learned is this. Trading is not about predicting the market perfectly. It's about controlling yourself when the market tempts you to act out of emotion. That's what discipline really is. And the hack, if you want to call it that, is to make discipline easy by simplifying your rules and holding yourself accountable in a way you can't run from. So if you're watching this and you've been struggling, don't rush to change your strategy or buy another course. First, test yourself with discipline. Write down 3 simple trading rules, start journaling with screenshots, and commit to 30 days. I promise you, you'll be shocked at the difference. At the end of the day, trading is a mirror. The market shows you who you are. If you're greedy, it will expose that. If you're impatient, it will expose that. But if you learn to be disciplined, the market will reward you. That's what I discovered, and that's why 30 days of simple discipline completely turned my trading around. If you got value from this, hit that like button because it really helps the channel grow, and subscribe if you want more simple, straight-to-the-point trading lessons. And I want to challenge you, try this for 30 days and then come back to this video and comment how it went. I'll be waiting to hear your story. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.